There was a time when life moved at a gentler pace, when a morning sun spilled across wooden floors, and the smell of fresh bread and coffee filled the house. Homes were alive with the quiet hum of small machines, built not just for convenience, but with care, creativity, and a little touch of magic. Every gadget had a story. Every click, crank, or flash brought life into the home. Welcome back to American Restored, where we bring forgotten treasures of America's past back to life. Today, we're diving into 15 amazing gadgets from the past that time forgot. Tools that shaped everyday life, sparked joy, and somehow disappeared as the years rolled by. Sit back, relax, and let's step into a world of nostalgia, craftsmanship, and memories. 1. The hand-crank mixer. Long before electric mixers became a kitchen staple, the hand-crank mixer ruled the heart of the home. Turning the handle, whipping eggs, cream, or batter, it wasn't just about cooking. It was a rhythm, a small workout for the arms, and a ritual that brought families together. Picture Sunday mornings filled with the aroma of fresh cake, children eagerly waiting for the first slice, and the gentle clatter of the mixer echoing through the kitchen. Durable and often passed down through generations, this simple machine was more than a tool. It was part of family life. 2. The rotary telephone. The rotary telephone was iconic, deliberate, tactile, and patient. Each call required dialing carefully, listening to the satisfying clicks, and waiting for connection. No texting, no instant messaging, just voices, patience, and conversation. It connected families in a way modern gadgets rarely do, making every conversation feel meaningful and intentional. 3. The slide projector. Before TVs and digital screens, slide projectors brought memories to life. Families gathered in dim rooms, the projector softly whirring as vacations, birthdays, and milestones flickered across the wall. Every slide was more than just a photo. It was a story, a moment frozen in time, shared through laughter, nostalgia, and warmth. 4. The typewriter. Typewriters weren't just machines. They were instruments of creativity. The rhythmic clacking of the keys, the bell at the end of each line, and the satisfying carriage return made writing deliberate, intentional, and beautiful. Letters, stories, and documents weren't just typed. They were crafted. Each page carried weight, permanence, and meaning. 5. The Polaroid camera. Instant photography. Before smartphones, the magic of one click, one flash, and a photo slowly appearing in your hand. No filters, no retakes, no editing apps, just raw, tangible memories. Birthdays, vacations, and celebrations captured in a way that could be held, shared, and treasured. Polaroids weren't just pictures. They were memories you could touch. 6. The record player. Vinyl records brought music to life. The crackle as the needle touched the groove wasn't a flaw. It was character. People didn't skip tracks. They listened, absorbed, and felt every note. Placing the needle on a record, adjusting the speed, and sitting back was a ritual, a personal experience full of warmth and nostalgia. 7. The manual coffee grinder. Before electric grinders, coffee had to be made slowly, and that slow process made it special. Turning the handle of a manual grinder, smelling the aroma of freshly ground beans, and waiting for that first sip. It became a cherished moment, a pause in a busy morning. It wasn't about speed. It was about enjoying life's simple pleasures. 8. The vintage alarm clock. Simple, mechanical, and dependable. No screens, no snooze buttons, just a sharp ring that pulled you into the day. Winding it nightly, listening to its tick-tock, and waking up to its alarm became part of the daily rhythm. Small, yet reliable, it connected people to time in a tangible way. 9. The film projector. Long before streaming, film projectors brought movies home. Reels whirred, lights flickered, and families huddled to watch stories unfold. Movie nights weren't just entertainment. They were bonding, laughter, and memories projected on the wall. Every flicker told a story, and every story became part of family history. 10. The transistor radio. Small, portable, and magical. Transistor radios put music, news, and sports into the hands of ordinary people. Kids listened to baseball games, families tuned into breaking news, and neighbors shared songs. These radios were more than gadgets. They were companions, connecting communities and keeping people informed. 11. The slide rule before calculators. Engineers and students relied on slide rules. It wasn't fast or automatic. It was skillful, requiring focus and precision. Each calculation was deliberate, each result earned. The slide rule was a symbol of a time when intelligence, patience, and manual skill mattered. 12. The dictaphone. Early voice recorders captured ideas, letters, and thoughts long before computers existed. Writers and business people relied on them to preserve creativity and communication. Simple, yet revolutionary, they remind us how innovation shaped work and memory in the past. 13. The icebox refrigerator before electric fridges. Iceboxes kept food cold with large blocks of ice. Managing freshness became a daily ritual. Ice delivery, refilling, and careful planning connected families to a natural rhythm, teaching patience and appreciation for simple conveniences we now take for granted. 14. The vacuum tube radio. Vacuum tube radios were the centerpiece of living rooms. The warm glow of the tubes, rich sound, and tactile tuning created an immersive listening experience. Families gathered for music, shows, and news, creating unforgettable shared moments that connected generations. 15. The manual sewing machine. Sturdy, reliable, and often passed down through generations. Manual sewing machines stitched not just clothes, but family stories and traditions. Quilts, dresses, uniforms. Every stitch carried care, patience, and craftsmanship. A reminder of a time when making something by hand was treasured. Final thoughts. It's incredible to think how much these gadgets shaped our lives. Simple, clever, or just practical. Each one carried a story, a piece of time we'll never get back. Remembering them reminds us that life used to move slower, more deliberate, and full of charm. If you enjoyed this trip into the past, like this video, subscribe to American Restored, and hit the bell to see more forgotten treasures come back to life. History isn't just in books, it's in the gadgets, routines, and moments we almost forgot. This is American Restored, bringing the past back to life, one story at a time.